Now, the reason I want to find her opposite traits is because she don't need my help having fun, okay? And she don't need my help finding fancy stuff. She don't need my help with prestige, or she don't need my help for that, okay? But what she does need my help for is to find some balance, because she is all of this, which means if you're all of this, you don't have a lot of this, okay? So we're going to get back to all this, but so I'm going to go, okay, what can I help her do? Okay, well, because she's all this stuff, and she's fun and quick and fast and urgency, I'm going to go, okay, she's all this, so what can I help her to try to be balanced out? Okay, so I'm going to help her find some of those opposite things. So I'm going to go, when I talk to her, I'm going to maybe talk a little bit slower. Or I'm going to, I know, not me, but if I were your, you know.
Stop and smell the roses.
Right, so I'm going to give her some insight and some advice on some things, and my advice is not pushy. My advice as an upline is not, hey girl, do this. Hey girl, do this. Have you done this? Have you done this? Hey girl, da da da. Because she'll be like, ah! Because that's not what she likes. It's obvious. So what I'm going to do is be like, you know what, girl, I was thinking about something, and I just think this would be a really good idea. And I'm just going to plant a seed of opposite in her life, which is, hey girl, how you doing? So what's been going on? And I'm going to listen to her. And I'm going to talk to her about, first of all, I'm going to talk to her about the stuff that I wrote down, because that's going to create a bond between us. And she's going to know that I'm not going to call and be like, hey girl, have you sold me lip color today? Hey girl, you got a demo? When's your next demo? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go, hey girl, how's your mom? Is your mom feeling okay?
That is so Lisa.
Hey girl, oh my gosh, you want to see this such and such fancy thing I just bought? And I'm going to text her that, because that's going to interest her. Because now I wrote it down and I can see it before I text her, and I know her interests. Hey girl, you getting excited about Canada? Hey girl, how was Rome? Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, how's Queen? Hey girl, Queen. I mean, you know, I'm just going to, these are the things, and because I have them in front of me about Lisa, I know how to talk to her. Okay? Okay, so we're moving on. So Sharon, she is not like Lisa. She is very calm. She's very thought out. She's sweet. She's thoughtful. She loves her family. She has a new house that she's working on, and she loves pearls. Okay, so she lives in Enid. Her house is in the historic district. She's about to go to Australia. She's about to go on the cruise. Why does she do this? Well, she signed up for Synergence because she wanted some extra store income. She loves empowering women. She loves girlfriends, and she loves having freedom. She wants to do whatever the heck she wants to do. Okay? Win. What's something I can say about Win? Like, what's a timeline? Well, she's got this new house, and she's hoping it's finished in summer. Girl, so am I. I'm her neighbor now. I just bought the house next door to her, and she needs to finish her house. So how am I going to encourage and inspire her? Okay, so I'm going to find her opposite. Because it's kind of like this. And I think everybody does, but you want someone to be a little bit uncomfortable. Okay? If I know that I can sell 5 blue-red lipsticks, then I personally am going to buy 10 or 12. If you know that your budget for the month is $700 to spend on your product, then I would challenge you to buy 800. Because if you know you can buy 700 and it's not going to hurt your pocketbook, then how hard are you really going to work to sell that? Because you're like, I'm never going to miss it if it's gone, it was in my budget. But if you buy 800 or 9 or whatever, and you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, like, ooh, I'm going to need that money back. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to sell that color. You're going to work harder. Okay? So, so what you do when you push someone to find a little bit of an opposite, and you're not telling them, hey, what's your opposite? Let's find your opposite. I mean, they don't need a psychiatrist, but you just subconsciously think, okay, what's her opposite? Because if you start planting an opposite seed, it's kind of challenging. It's a little bit of challenge to them, but it's not so much that they're so uncomfortable that they're going to run away from you. But it's a little bit of uncomfortability that they're kind of feel a little challenged, right? You see that? Because, like, you don't want to write stuff down. You don't want to plan stuff. You don't want to do that. So I'll be like, hey, girl, I really need your help. I'll totally brag on you and owe you forever, because she likes to be needed, and she likes to feel like she accomplished something. So, but she doesn't want to plan anything. Well, I'm going to go, girl, I would love you forever. Oh, my gosh, I'll brag on you for a year. Will you please type out such and such for me? Okay. So, I'm planting a little seed of opposite so that she can kind of get into that, because as we know, the better well-rounded you are, the better you are at everything, okay? So just remember this. We're going to get to it. Okay. Okay, so Susie Q, she's my new hopeful recruit. She's my new recruit, okay? So Susie Q, she's very serious. She loves numbers. She's smart. And Susie Q, what do I know about her? Okay, well, she's shy, she's insecure, but she has great lips, and she just joined the local women's league. Okay, that's what I know about her. So I write this down. Okay, so what about Susie Q? Where she lives in a new neighborhood, the new awesome gated community. I know her sister lives in Dallas. I know she's a banker. And so why would Susie Q sign up? Well, she might not even know why she signed up yet, but I might can guess why. So maybe she needs to build some confidence. Maybe she wants to feel empowered. Maybe she needs to feel included. Okay, so I'm writing down why Susie Q might be here, why she doesn't know it yet, or why you think she does, or whatever. Okay, win about Susie Q. Okay, well, I'm going to ask her to help me be a lip model. I'm going to post it on Facebook. I know that's my win. So how? Okay, so I'm going to plant seeds of confidence. I'm going to tell her she was the perfect lip model. Okay, so what I'm going to do to Susie Q, she's new, she's not like me, she's serious, she likes numbers, she's smart, she works at a bank. Boring. For me, right? I'm like, I mean, that's not me. So what I'm going to do, because I am confident and I am not shy and all of that, I'm going to go, hey, girl, listen. So let's just say she hasn't signed up yet, but she's about to. So you're going to go, hey, girl, oh my gosh. So I'm going to do this. Let me start over. Hey, girl, how are you? This is not how I talk, but Susie talks like this. Susie, if I go, oh my gosh, girl, she's going to go. Right, for sure, because that doesn't work for Susie, okay? So I've got to be like Susie. And so I've got to go, hey, girl, how are you? Oh my gosh, how's your new neighborhood? Okay, great, cool. How's League? I heard you joined League. Oh my gosh, you're going to love those girls. That's awesome. And it's so hard for me to talk this slow. And so then I'm going to go, you know what? I've been looking for some new models for my Facebook page. I was just wondering if I could try a lip color on you and snap a quick photo. Okay? So I'm going to figure out a color that I want that's going to work for her. Well, because I love my bimbo salmon, and I'm like this, Susie is not going to wear salmon. So I'm going to think about that ahead of time. But Susie may really, really like pink champagne. Okay? So I'm going to go, I don't have a new model for pink champagne. I just want to update my portfolio, or I want to post it on Facebook. So I might, Susie doesn't even wear lip color maybe, but she could, and if she did, she'd love it. So she probably is going to be uncomfortable putting it on, right? So this is where you do what you want to do, but I would be like, do you mind if I put it on you, or would you rather put it on yourself, right? So I just do this thing. I swear I can put lip color on anyone, and I put my hand on top of their head. Is that not, girl,
Yeah.
what,
Don't
really?
put your hand on, don't touch
Well,
the
I asked him, I go, do you mind if I do this? And then because I feel like I can just perfect, like, girl, anyways.
Or you're at 7 million, just go on.
Do whatever you want.
No, so, okay, so anyways, so she puts on the pink champagne. I snap a quick photo. She's like, I don't know. I'll be like, girl, it's just for my group, it's private, if you don't mind. Of course, if she doesn't want to do it, it's a no, but if she doesn't mind, I'm going to put her picture on my lip group. Not my team's group, but the one I'm selling. And so guess what? It's going to sell because everything sells. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to Susie and go, oh my gosh, Susie, I might write her a note, which is not what I do. I don't write notes, but Susie would appreciate a note. Okay? So I'm going to write her a note and I'm going to hand deliver it. I'm going to go, Susie, thank you so much for modeling that pink champagne. You sold 8 tubes of pink champagne for me. Like, oh my gosh, you have the greatest lips. So I'm telling her she's got great lips. I'm empowering her. I'm giving her confidence that she might not already had. And then I'm going to tell her what she just did for me, and I'm going to thank her that she helped me sell 8 tubes. And I'm going to go, girl, I know this is crazy, but you just made me X amount of dollars. And if you have any thought ever about doing this, like, you could sell 8 colors by having your picture on there. So then I'm not going to say, do you want to be a distributor, girl? Crickets, like, how awkward, right? So I'm just going to tell her, like, oh my gosh, you sold 8
You're going to
tubes for me.
plant a seed.
Right. And so then she's like, oh, cool, great. Yeah, I really like it. I think I want another color. I think I'm going to try Praline Rose. I'm like, okay, great. Here you go, girl. I'm just going to give you this one, or this one's 25, whatever. I'm going to do whatever you want to do. So then a couple days go by, whatever. Then I'm texting her, hey, girl, oh my gosh, we're having a meeting at our store for new distributors, and I know we haven't really talked about this, but I'd really like for you to come and meet some of my friends that sell this lip color. You know, you just plant another seed. Maybe she doesn't want to come. And then you see her again, or you call her again, you go, girl, I know this is crazy, and you're going to think I'm a weirdo, but I really think you need to sell this color. Just think about it, let me know. No pressure. And I always say no pressure. Because if you say it, it's no pressure. They don't feel like they have to answer you. They don't have to be yes or no. They're not going to run from you at Walmart because they think you're going to ask them again. It doesn't have that, like, because you know there's those distributors that you, like, maybe you pushed them into signing up, and maybe it's worked out for you, but there's a lot that you push into signing up, and then they feel like you're blowing up their phone because you want them to all of a sudden do all this stuff that they didn't even really want to do. But if it's their idea, they're going to do it. So just plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed, and then it's their idea, okay? So pretty much what I wrote is, please, don't prejudge people based on their looks, based on their interest or personality. And for me, a well-rounded team is better suited long-term than right now. So if you have the person over here like Lisa, and then you have the person like Sharon, and you have the person like Susie, you've got someone like everybody on your team, okay? But if you have 10 Lisas and 10 me's, girl, it is great, but guess what? We're all fighting over sales. We all want to have fun. There's no structure whatsoever, okay? It's super competition. We all want to be the best, and we all want to be heard and told and know that we're the best. And it's great for right now, but it's not going to work long term, right? So you can't fill your team with the same type of people or the same why. If we all want to do it because we want to be the best, well, we can't all be the best. So we're all going to get discouraged, and half of us are going to quit. Okay, so find somebody. You can't just think about, I want this person and I want this. No, it's like, okay, who might want to do this? And let me find somebody who needs more confidence. So you think about, you make a list of the girls who need more confidence that you know. And then you think about somebody who needs money. Okay, these people need money. Well, who maybe doesn't need confidence or doesn't need money, but they like recognition. They like to be noticed and they're center of attention. Well, here's my list there. So you've got different categories already. And this has nothing to do with makeup, okay? But I'm telling you it works. I promise you, okay? So if you have a team with all of the same people, I feel like it's trouble. I just feel like it will be